morning. Good morning, Capricorn. Good afternoon. I know there's going to be people watching this in different parts of the world. For some of you, this is evening time. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Capricorn, what we're going to do, I don't think that I have done I believe I did your first 3 months of January, February, and March of 2026. I do believe that I've done at least the first 3 months. So for you, I am going to be using a different set of cards. We are going to be doing April, May, and June here for you. We're going to start with these tea leaf oracles. Here, of course, we're going to probably get like 3 each for each row, and then we'll get into the tarot. So let's see what comes out here for you, Capricorn. Good morning. Good morning, Dolores. How are you? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. This is going to be for Capricorn. We're going to start with April. April for Capricorn. I got to be careful. My hands are a little slippery because of this oil that I put on my hands. If I can't do it in front of the camera, I'll do it behind the camera. Okay. First card that's coming out here for you is Fair Woman. Give me a second. This is for Capricorn. April. April, Capricorn. April, Capricorn. Ooh. April, Capricorn. I want to show you what you had. A lot of cards that fell out. You guys had. This is going to. Oh, I know what I did. So for you, this is going to be April, May, and June. I got to do a reading for you guys. The type of reading that I did yesterday. I want to show you what came out here, though. I want to take these 3 because these are the 3 that fell out. But you also had other cards that fell out here, too. So I want to show you. First card that came out here for you for April. Of course, this can be different for some of you guys. You guys on different timelines. When it came out, it says dealing or relationship with a woman with blonde hair, gray or white hair. This could be someone that's older than you. This is someone who is fair and just. Okay. Now, this could be a lawyer, but this could also be a friend, someone that you look up to, someone that's going to help you in some type of way here with friend. And this is going to be happening in April, but it's definitely going to happen sometime, I would say next year. You're going to be coming across this type of energy. I would say for some of you, this could be a romantic partner that is very good to you and very fair, but I do feel like it may be outside of romance. But this is a good start here with Fair Woman for the month of April. Now, this is so crazy. You guys had so much that came out. You had another card that came out here, and this is why I said lawyer, because you guys had gavel and involvement with the law. So this could have something to do with a ticket. It literally could be something like a ticket, okay? It could have something to do with a court case that you guys are in. It can be, a court case that you know of right now. It could be a court case that you may have some type of knowledge of sometime in March. But I do see that there is some type of legal thing that you guys may be going through. You could be suing someone, okay? Or, you could be suing someone. So we're going to check and see if you're going to be winning that. I can see that in a reading. But in April, there's going to be something dealing with the law, okay? And like I said before, this can literally have something to do with a ticket. For some of you guys, be careful. I promise you, I've had more readings recently where people were served papers because of their rent, okay? I don't see that here with you, Capricorn, but I'm just saying that is also dealing with the law, because you could be served papers for rent, served papers for child support, served papers in some type of way, okay? And that could happen in April. It doesn't have to, but I'm just saying what's popping out. Now, you also had a really good card here. You had Star. It says guaranteed success. Again, like I said before, so far this looks really good for you. I don't know what it is that you're doing, especially if you're saying guaranteed. That means nothing will stop you from what you are wanting. And a star is someone who is standing above the rest, standing out. So some type of achievement you guys are going to be accomplishing somewhere in April. And I feel like it could be April, May. I don't know why I keep hearing April, May. So I feel like April, May could be I feel that you guys are going to be achieving something. And let's say if you guys are trying to, start up your own business and you're doing this online, I feel like this is going to be representing something online for you, which means viral, some type of star. I don't see actress. I don't see that. I haven't been seeing that in so long. Even before, movies were not necessarily as popular. You got Netflix is the movies now, right? So I'm not seeing necessarily an actress or anything like that, but I feel like this is going to have something to do with your business or you being promoted at your working career. And it said guarantee success. So nothing is going to stand in a way of what it is that you're going to achieve, which is absolutely amazing. That is not even all. Again, like I said before, this was crazy. You had dolphin. You had financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past, okay? Now, what's so crazy is that this, and this, I'm not going to show you yet. These cards came out all at once, and all of them are great, okay? So something really good, I feel personally, is going to be happening somewhere around April, May. But it talks about you getting money. So it goes back to that card that says guaranteed success. So it's not just you just being out there, right? It's not just like, oh, you know how sometimes they say people are rappers and they really don't be making money behind the scenes. No, that's not this energy. It's not you. It's not you being in front of the camera and you being a household name without the money being attached to it. So whatever it is that you're doing that is very successful and you're succeeding in it, money is going to be attached to that a lot, okay? I love the fact that it says financial gain. And this could also be something that you guys done in the past. Now, again, that goes back to what we talked about here with the court, okay? You had gavel. I talked about lawyer. So some of you guys could be, again, waiting for inheritance. I don't know what you could have done in the past. Maybe there was, like I said, a lawsuit. But I feel like it could also, for some of you, maybe it is some type of bonus that you were supposed to get that you haven't gotten. I just found out that some people get $15,000 bonuses at their jobs, okay? So I definitely see that for some of you, it is going to be like back pay, okay? Whatever that means for you, this is what I'm seeing. However that comes out, that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Again, like I said before, I mean, absolutely terrific. And even if this doesn't happen in April, these are your cards that are coming out for the future. Okay, this is not the past energy. I know I did that type of reading yesterday. I will be doing that for you, but this is good because this is showing future for you. So regardless of when it hits, that's what it's showing. Now this is the last one. Here it says announcement, bell. Now this can come any kind of announcement, okay? This could be an announcement for a baby. It could be a graduation, announcement. It could be a wedding announcement, but these are bells. These are always recognized as something really good. And so that you guys are going to be announcing something, okay? An engagement, a baby, someone graduated from college, that type of thing. It looks really, really good, okay? So your April, just in general, your future portion looks pretty decent here for you. And I find this really interesting. I'm happy that these good things are happening for you because you guys did have this at the bottom of the deck, which talks about dissatisfaction with life. Some of you guys have been feeling stuck. We're going to see more when we get into the tarot. It sounds good, right? But when you look at this card, it kind of looks like, is that really going to happen though? Okay. Dissatisfaction with life means you can have money, but there are certain things that you do not have that you're lacking and makes you feel that you are missing out on something or something that you're wanting and you cannot obtain. I believe I was looking at something. I don't know what I was looking at. I don't know if it's streamers. You guys already know I love streams. And someone was talking about how they could have a lot of money and still be unhappy, So I think that you guys are in this energy. Some of you guys you're comfortable as far as your money is concerned. Maybe even family is, you got a support system with your family, but there seems like something is missing from your life. So I'm definitely seeing it in this reading. Now we're going to go ahead and get into May. We're going to see what's going to come out. Like I said, you guys had some good cards here with this April energy. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening here with May. And this is going to be for Capricorn. May. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. One more. Oh my God, you're the only sign that's coming out. You guys had door here. Opportunity will be waiting for you. I think Taurus may have had that yesterday. I think it was Taurus that had that yesterday. All right, so let's see. Remember, this does not have to be in order specifically for you. I can't say because I haven't looked at your astrology the way that I want to. I think the only thing that I notice, and it's major. It's not like it's something small. For you, you guys are going to be squared by Neptune and Saturn. Neptune is a very slow planet. The only people that have to worry about being squared by both are those at this time right now, by both at this time, is those who are in the first decan of Capricorn. Well, this first decan, anywhere between 0 and 7 degrees. Capricorn will go further, but Neptune is not going to be moving like that. Neptune is barely going to be moving, okay? All right, so it's squaring your sun. It's going to be mostly, Neptune is going to be 0 to maybe about 3 degrees, okay? Capricorn is going to fly. Capricorn is fly through Aries, and it's going to go all the way up to the 14th degree. So if you have any degrees between 0 and 14 degrees of Aries, you're going to be squared, okay? And that could have something to do with relationships. It could have, just in general, it depends on what house it's in. It means that some of you guys may have a little bit more difficulty when it comes down to working careers. Let's say if it's in your 10th house, you're doing really well, but you have to work. Because remember, Saturn is a taskmaster. So it's like you have to work. It may not come with ease. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just depends on what house it is for you. You should know your astrology. You guys already know that. So this is the reason why I'm saying it. I'm doing this I'm warning you before I show you the cards. I'm telling you what's happening with the astrology next year. Okay. Now, I want to show you what came out. The reason why I said that. You got a card here that says you are, oh, wait. That's not the card. Oh, I thought this was something different. You had Mountain Road here. It says, and that doesn't change. It doesn't change with the whole, Saturn and Neptune. Like I said before, you may be getting money, but Saturn is going to make you work for it. Here it says you are on the road to success. Oh my God, you guys have the whole success card amazingly. I saw Mountain, and it's another card here that talks about Mountain and talks about, working really hard, that type of thing. I thought it was that card actually. And this is the reason why I even thought about even telling you about the astrology, which I'm happy that I said, because I totally forgot to tell you guys that last time. So you guys are going to be very successful, okay? If you have your own businesses, that mountain, remember mountains, you got to climb up a mountain. This is not a small hill, okay? So for some of you, you got to put the work in, that kind of thing. But again, you got this word again. It talks about success, okay? Like you guys are hitting it really, really well here when it comes down to the success part. And it says here that for some of you, it's going to be like things are going to happen one after the other. There's going to be a chain of events that's going to be happening one after the other. You open up here, you guys may have like a chain of restaurants, right? Or a chain of like, depending on whatever products you sell, you may have like a store here in Malibu. You have a store somewhere in Miami, right? But either way, it's just saying that, there's going to be a chain of events that's going to affect your life really for the better, because you guys have this whole success card here. So to me, it's like, you're going to have people that's going to come in and help you, but it's not going to be happening all at once. This is just basically what it's saying. It's not going to happen all at once. So everything that we see here, it's not saying that you're going to be at that place in 2026. It's saying that something is going to start. You are going to feel that. You're going to feel successful. Something major is going to be happening for you. But where you're headed, you won't even feel that probably until like a year or so later. And you're going to be so happy that you have gotten to that place. You have right here. Now, this is what I was thinking before, because you guys had this card right here that said gray hair, right? Now, here you got older woman. And that goes back to what we talked about with the gray hair or white hair. It could be someone older, someone significant to you and your family, someone who's older. And I'm not sure who that could be. It could be a grandmother. Sometimes it could be a mom, right? It could be so much older than you, okay? There are some people who have parents that are like 40 years, old, 40 years older, okay? So it is saying that there is someone who's going to be in your life who has a lot of wisdom, and that could be of significance for some odd reason. The reason why it's coming out in your reading, I'm not really sure. But it's saying in May, okay, there's going to be something dealing with someone that's older than you. And it just talks about older or wiser. But I also want to say too, this could have something to do with dating, right? There could be an age difference that we see. So far, we have qualities here of someone being very fair, very, wise, someone who is very just, whoever you're dealing with. So this is a really good thing to see just based off of what's coming out. You had one more. Now, we talked about that whole working hard, right? And you had a card that says lighthearted, carefree time. Now, even though you may experience, right? You may experience some things when it comes down to working, some of you guys are used to working 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, it's still saying that you're still going to go out and enjoy yourself. I actually like the fact that this card came out because it is very much so balancing you. Usually when you see Saturn, it depends on where it is at. It is hard for people to get away from their jobs. Okay. So for you, I still see hard work being put into your work and your career, but I like the fact that the card came out saying that you're still going to be able to go out and enjoy yourself, have fun, that type of thing. And even if this doesn't have anything to do with your work, some of you guys are loners. You stay in the house, you don't do anything. So this is talking about socializing, that type of thing is something that I see that you're going to be doing in the future, regardless if it's April, May, or June. I see that. Okay, really good. And I like the fact that the doors came out here for you. You guys had opportunities that are waiting for you. Opportunities that are waiting. So it's saying that you guys are going to be moving towards that place of some type of opportunity. And I talked about this yesterday, doors could be like literal doors, not just about opportunities, but literal doors could be opening a door to your new home. This could be a new car that you want to buy, opening doors to your business, right? So again, it's still talking about a lot of success for you that you're going to be experiencing. This is just really good. I actually really like this reading so far for you, Capricorn. Really, really positive. Now let's go ahead. Let's get June, and then we're going to get the tarot. This is going to be for Capricorn June. Let's get 3 cards. Let's see if we can get 3 cards. You guys been having multiple of cards coming out. Everything came out multiple, but that's okay. Not as many changes in your life. Like the moon phases, right? You have a full moon. You're going to have a period or a time where you're going to feel full and abundant. And then you're going to have times where, you just want to be by yourself. You're going to be enjoying yourself with people. You're going to feel very abundant, but you're going to have times where you need to be able to like recuperate and recover from different, they're just mental isolation in the sense where you guys just need time to yourself. And I get that a lot from you. I don't really get that from anybody else, but from you, it just seems like you guys kind of need that time to kind of like digest maybe even feelings for people or, what you're experiencing when it comes to enjoyment, right? So I see it. I see that you guys are going to be experiencing so many good things. New moons. When new moons talks about new things coming into your life. So it's like the phases of the moon. Your life is going to change. And like I said before, just based off of what I see, this looks absolutely fantastic. It's just no other way to put it. All right, so let's see what came out here for you. Yeah, some good stuff. Love the fact that this was the first thing that I saw, because I saw this trying to come out earlier when I was doing that whole, what was the card that came out? The opportunity card. And here it is again, new opportunity. New opportunities, possibilities, and pathways opening up for you. So when I tell you there's going to be so many good things that are going to be coming your way, but it's like I said before, it says that it's waiting. So it's not going to pass you by. But I want us to remember the first card that came out earlier where it says, not the first, the third card, where it says guaranteed success. So, sometimes you can look at the reading, you're afraid that it's going to pass you by. You're afraid that you're going to miss the boat, or maybe you're not going to be able to figure out what it is that you want to do. And you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to figure out. I'm going to miss the boat, right? Here it says, it reassures you that what you're about to see is going to be something that you're going to experience. Okay? Guaranteed. So here where it talks about these possibilities and pathways opening up for you, that is what's going to happen. Now, this is happening in June. I'm just going to say June, but again, we're talking about the future here. Whatever situation you're in, not quite sure what that could mean for you. It says it's time to get out of that situation. Now, this could be you don't like the job that you work for. They're not paying you enough money. You don't like the relationship that you're in. You may love the person, but it's toxic. they're, you know, maybe draining you. It's something that has been not so great that I see that some of you guys are going to be getting out of. This can happen in January. This can happen in February, right? Again, I'm just using this as a like a kind of like a I don't know, more so like a not was I forgot the word. I was about to, but it's not really a schedule, but it's like a planner in a way. Basically, the things that you guys are going to be experiencing. So here it's just basically saying whatever situation that you are experiencing, you guys are going to be getting out of that. And it can be relationship. It could be anything that you feel is just a little bit too much for you. That is what I'm seeing. I love this card. Absolutely fantastical. The only person who had this card yesterday, I believe, was Taurus. I believe this was Taurus. It says protection of, was it Taurus or Sagittarius? I think it was Sagittarius, actually. Protection from a powerful friend. Dog represents so many different things. It is absolutely crazy. Dogs can represent an actual dog that some of you guys are going to buy for your home. Okay. So I actually really, really like this energy. You know, it's saying that if you need a guard dog in your house, it'll be there, right? But it actually talks about protection from a friend because dogs are considered to be loyal. So we're saying at a personality, this is a trait that someone has where they're very protective over you. They're very loyal. You have someone that's around you that's very loyal. Okay. And again, we went and we already saw the people in your life, they're going to be fair. They're going to be just. They're going to be wise. You can get really good advice from them. They're not going to steer you wrong, that type of thing. So this is just really good overall. That's why I say, wow, you guys, you know, have a really good reading here. And again, it could be like an actual physical dog too. Some of you guys are just, you know, wanting a dog, you know, because they're cute. Okay, I love dogs. I like dogs a little bit more than cats. Cats are absolutely adorable. I'm just allergic to them. But yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So someone who's just very loyal, a really good friend, that type of thing. This reading is just off the chain. I just don't have anything else to say about it. It just, it looks really, really good. I mean, this is a lot of cards. Anything could have came out and it could have just been all over the place. Just could have been weird. And it's not saying that there can't be things that you will experience that would not, but it could have come out and it did not. So we're going to go ahead. I know this is kind of messy. We're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. We're going to see what's going to come out here. Let's get this first roll here with Fair Woman, Gavel, Star, Dolphin, and Bell. Let's see what comes out here for you, Capricorn. Let's get it. I'll pay attention to anything that is in reverse. One at a time, please. This is for Capricorn. Thank you. This is how it's coming out. You guys had the Hierophant in reverse. We're going to read that. Everything is upright, though. So you got Taurus energy here at the bottom of the deck. You also have, or you have this in your chart. Okay. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money first, and then we'll get to the relationship aspect. The Hierophant is a commitment card, okay? Now here, we're saying what you're committed to, you will succeed in, period. This is exactly what it's saying. What you are committed to, you will succeed in. Now, if this has something to do with relationships, fine, right? But if we're talking about money, okay? And we're actually talking about even legal stuff. Getting the paperwork done when it's supposed to be done, making sure you're at the appointments, at those dates where you're supposed to be, that type of thing. It says you're going to have success in doing so. So you're committing yourself to the cause. Now, I find it very interesting that the Hierophant was in reverse. I mean, some of you guys have been lackadaisical. It's just the truth. There are certain things that you were needing to get done. You've been procrastinating, haven't gotten it done, maybe not even start. Okay. So this is going to be the year where you guys go in. It may be someone who's just going to tell you like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to give you a little nudge. I think that it would be best for you to start. You've been talking about doing this for the past 2 years. You haven't been doing it. Okay. And it actually says how successful you will be in doing so. Because this is the reason why I said that you had Star. which is a lot of recognition for the things that you do, whether it's with your business or at your job. And Hierophant is Taurus. Taurus is second house. That's money. And that goes back to the whole dolphin. What did it say is going to happen? What is the beautiful part about your second house, according to this card? Financial gain. So if you guys put in the work and you're doing it now, okay, all your ideas or whatever, but like I said, your efforts and getting money that's owed to you, that type of stuff, it is going to go into your second house of money and finances. Okay, I believe just based on it being reversed, you were lacking something, whether it was motivation or even when it comes down to your finances, maybe you didn't have a lot. Okay, and now that is going to change for you. And look at how you're able to just be laid back, right? You see, she's just laid back, relaxing. So you guys are going to be able to take vacations and enjoy yourself and kind of rest, that type of thing. But the sixth house does talk about work and career, bringing in the money in the second house. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things that you are going to be concerned about too this year. I don't necessarily see anything dealing with your health, but sixth house deals with your day-to-day activity. It deals with your health and it deals with work. Those are the things that you're going to be committed to. Your health, mental and physical. Committed to your daily routine and actually putting a routine in place and sticking to it. Okay? That's what you guys are going to be doing. Let's get that second row here for Capricorn. Capricorn. Here we go. Empress again. You guys got a Taurus everywhere in your read. Now, I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus. I don't know if you got a Taurus energy. And maybe you got a house that's Taurus. I don't know. Taurus is everywhere. But Taurus's comfortability is ruled by Venus. This talks about Venus is dealing with love and beauty and wealth and pleasure and comfortability. This is absolutely amazing. It's sitting on top of that mountain. It's like you're going to enjoy, you know, you know how they say you play hard, you work hard. Oh yeah, this is that. That's this. I love it. Okay. So, you know, I definitely see pleasure here. I see comfortability here. And yeah, you even see it with lighthearted fun. This looks really good. So yeah. And then I want to be honest. There's something else that I keep seeing. I keep saying that there's something new that you're going to start. And it's almost like you're trying to decide somewhere next year, you're going to be trying to decide if you should start that business, if you should walk away from that job and start another job, especially if you guys have been looking for a new job. I see something new. I see something new. I see something new here. I have no idea what it is, but I see it. I see something new that you will be doing. You just have a new beginning. And I really do feel like with that card where it says the changes in your life is going to look completely different. You're not going to be living where you're living. You're not going to be working where you're working. There's people around you that are new. People around you that aren't around you anymore, right? Because they just couldn't keep up, okay? Energetically, they just couldn't. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. There it is. There it is. Changes, death card, endings, and new beginnings. Period. You know, I see that in order for you to get these new opportunities, there's certain things that have to be removed and have to be out of your way. There's people. Some of you guys are going to have to leave, you know, your comfortability, because it is that you're comfortable, right? And that's true. But some of you guys are going to have to step out of your comfort zone in a sense to be comfortable. You can to still be comfortable, but you got to step out of your comfort zone in order to make things work for you. Right? So you may have to leave the town that you're used to. Okay, there's going to be a lot of changes. It can be a little uncomfortable, but you guys are going to be fine. But I do see, again, it talks about the death card, changes, and it is face. Some of you guys, like I said before, just be mindful of what you do with your businesses, though. I don't want you guys to go under. Okay, not saying don't invest, but, you know, speculate a little bit too much when it comes down to your business and your money just goes straight to hell because you're like, oh, you know, you don't want the hour. I told somebody this the other day, the overhead. Okay, so just be mindful business-wise. Just be very, very mindful. Make sure you keep everything balanced. As far as romantically, there's somebody here. The only energy that I saw is that there's someone from your past that you haven't talked to in a while that may attempt to come back in. Now, a few of you guys, and it looks like there's a lengthy time of separation. Meaning, if you're talking to them, maybe it'll end and they're not going to come back right away. Now, we're talking about future happenings. You stop talking to someone, they may not come back for like 3 to 6 months. You are going to be revisited with a past person in 2026 or something like that. That's what it looks. It looks more like 2026. You're going to be revisited with someone that you know. Okay. There's another person here, but I'm not seeing anything that is like substantial between who you will choose. But I see in 2026, you're going to be ending something with someone and backtracking. Not for everybody, but for some of you, that is what I see. Okay. We got a lot to go through. I have to do your love reading, but this is just something I want to do because I haven't done this for you guys. But thank you so much here, Capricorn, for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below. I need to hurry up and get over to Virgo. If you have Virgo in your chart, if you have Taurus and Sagittarius, I will be doing those as well. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you back here a little bit later. All right, bye.